Good morning, dear students. I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so welcome to image processing class. So as we are making some discussions on thresholding, isn't it? We have made some discussions on thresholding yesterday. So using thresholding, how we have achieved segmentation. So what are the different types of segmentation? In particular, thresholding, like we have single level thresholding, multi-level thresholding, and we have coming to the types of thresholding. We have adaptive thresholding, isn't it? Then local thresholding are the different types of the thresholdings. These are the things we have made discussions on yesterday. Today we are going to make some discussions on Hopf transformation. The Hopf transformation. So what is this Hopf transformation and why it is used? So these are the few concepts what we are going to make some discussions. Okay. So basically Hopf transformation is also called as edge linking antanu kuda kariತೀವಿ. We call this as edge linking also. So basically Hopf transformations they are used in order to detect the edges, okay, and as well as they are used to detect the lines, straight lines, okay. So these are the main application of Hopf transformation. Then if you consider any image, like we have an image for example. So this may be a image, equipoidal. Okay. So and this may contain some gray levels. Okay. So what happens when you apply some edge detection mechanism or edge detection algorithm on this particular image? This may be an image f of x comma y. On the image there. So image ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು edge detection algorithm. Okay. So we have some operators like Sobel ಇದೆ. Okay. Then we have Canny, Limiter. These are the different type of masks. Okay. Or filters ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಮೇಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಇಮೇಜ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಈಗ. So you may be getting an output like this. Okay, this may be your output transformation. So and this particular output, you can notice that there may be some discontinuities there. It has been some breakups. Okay, so these breakups are common due to the edge when you apply any masks like Sobel filter or Canny filters. Okay, so in order to fill up these things, because they are the straight lines. And these straight lines are also called as edge linking, and this can be done. Okay, suppose you have to draw like this, you have to draw here, you have to combine this one, you have to combine this, and you have to draw like this. So this can be done by applying the Hopf transformation. So this is the main application of Hopf transformation. Okay. So and also another important thing. See, if you consider any points in a xy plane, okay, 2 points. So maybe x1, y1, maybe x2, y2. Okay. So if you want to draw the line in between these 2 points in any xy plane, so using Hall transformation, you can do that. But for that, you have to convert this xy plane into MC plane. Why we have to convert this xy plane into MC plane? Because we have to draw a straight line here. Okay? We have to draw a straight line, and we know that the equation of a straight line, we know that everyone, it is y is equals to mx plus c. So this is the equation of a straight line. Okay. So here this m stands for slope and c stands for intercept, slope intercept. Okay. So when you convert this xy plane into MC plane, it will become like this. It will be M, it will be C, and we have 2 points here. One is M1, C1, and another one is M2, C2. Okay. So this is what the whole transformation and are working mechanism. Got it? Yes, dear students. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yesterday I have made some discussions on thresholding, isn't it? Thresholding, in particularly in order to perform the segmentation. This segmentation in the now using thresholding ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅದರದ್ದು implementation part ನಾನು ನೋಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Today we are going to see the implementation part. Okay. So now I am going to share the screen so that we can look towards the implementation using MATLAB. Dear students, can you see the MATLAB window?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here I am going to write a code here. Okay. So this code is it is used to perform the segmentation using thresholding. So first clear all, close all, CLC. Clear all means whatever the memories in the workspace, though these variables will be cleared. Close all means suppose if any windows are opening, they are also closed. CLC means whatever the history, okay, in command prompt, they will be cleared. So first I am going to read an image, 8.tif. So this is a coin image, okay, coin image, and I am going to convert this into gray thresh. Gray thresh is a function which converts the image 8.tif into gray level. Also, it is going to find out the threshold value of the gray level, means highest value, peak value of intensity, and it will be returned to T. Then S is equals to into BW, means convert the image, gray level image into binary image. BW means binary image, and with respect to input is I means whatever the input image I have taken, and with respect to T, that is the highest level, the threshold level, we have to convert this into segment, or what we can say thresholding can be done. Once it has been done, you can, I have commented this, you can save that converted or segmented image, else you can display, I am just displaying it here. So imshow of I, that is original image will be displayed. Then subplot 1 to 2, so we are going to display the segmented image. This is a segmented, S is a, see this is a segmented image, okay, with respect to the T. T stands for threshold, gray thresh means gray level thresholding. So the thresholded image will be displayed as the variable yes. So let us find out. So we will execute this program. So this is the run prompt. So if you click on this run, this code will be executed. So let us check what will happen. executed. It needs some 30 to 40 seconds to run because MATLAB a little bit slow. So it is started to execute now and show the busy here. So it means it is execution is going on. Yes, we can see the prompts have been cleared. So it is typical to use 8 GB system RAM. 8 GB RAM is always preferable for MATLAB since my laptop is 4 GB, no? So that is why a little bit of slow. So this is the threshold value you can see here. 0.6490 is the threshold value and output yet has to be displayed. It will be displayed. Sometime it will take a little bit of more time, but definitely it will execute. So you can see the figure, Windows starts to open. Yes, you can see the output now. So this is the subplot 1, that is original image, coin image. And once you perform the thresholding, okay, you can notice down. So the background has been removed. So this is a multi-level thresholding because there are more than one object. 4 objects are present along with the background. So we have removed the background over here. So the background becomes white and 4 objects have been successfully segmented. So this is called thresholding segmentation using thresholding, in particularly multi-level thresholding. So now think the global thresholding, how to achieve the global thresholding. So we will consider the segmenter tool now. So already I have told about this, no? So segmenter tool you can extract while visiting apps. So if you click on these apps, okay, if you click on these apps and when you click on this drop down button, so you can see the different type of apps over here. In particularly, we have to choose image processing. See, this is the image processing and computer vision. Here we have image segmenter. This is the tool which can be used to perform the thresholded segmentation. So click on this. Right, it will come. Okay, it's coming. Okay, so you can see the segmenter tool is open now. So we can load the image either through the image, I mean through the workspace or through the file also. What I am going to do, I will load an image in the workspace. Okay, so for that purpose, I will take some help from here to. I will copy a image that is knee. That is a image of a knee. You can see now. So here I am going to clear all the previous variables and previous windows. Okay. So now what I am going to do, I am going to load an image. Okay. So I is equals to DICOM read knee1. So DICOM read means it is a built-in image. Okay. So this is the image of a knee. Knee means okay, you can see in your leg. You can be having the folding areas like knee. Okay. So and this knee image has been taken here and it will be converted into gray scale using matte to gray. So I'm going to click here. So the knee contains the image. So this knee image will be loaded into the segmenter tool so that we can only extract the bones instead of tissues. Okay, so you can notice the workspace, the knee has been loaded over here. So if you want to see, you can see also, like for example, figure in show. If you give knee, you can see that image. Okay, you can see this image. Nodi idu ondu kaalu bones in a image. Okay, so illi nimage this you can notice the knee image. So these are all the bones. ನೋಡಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಬೋನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಬೋನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂಸ್, ಮಸಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂಸ್. ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಬೋನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಅ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಚರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹೇರ್ ಲೈನ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಈ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಗೋದು ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಬೋನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಬೋನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ ದೀಸ್ ಮಸಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂಸ್. So this is what our objective for. Okay, so how to do this through the image segmenter tool we can see now. Yes students, artha agtidiya? Yes
sir.
Okay, ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಆ knee image ನ ನಾನು ಯಾವ ತರ segmenter tool ಗೆ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಇದು segmenter tool. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ load image ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. Click on this load image. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು load image from the file ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಇಂದಾನೆ ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್. ವರ್ಕ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಈಗ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೀಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಾನು ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ. ವರ್ಕ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ನೀ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅದು ಕೇಳುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾವ್ದು ಇಮೇಜಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಐ ಅಂತ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇದೆ, ನೀ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ನೀ ಅನ್ನೋ ಇಮೇಜ್ ನ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್. ಓಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ನೌ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡೆಡ್ ಟು ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟರ್ ಟು. ಎಸ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟರ್ ಟೂಲ್ ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗಿದೆ. So you can see this medical image. It may be a X-ray image or it may be ultrasound scanned image of a knee. Okay. Now, so now you apply. So you can see here threshold. Okay, and you see here threshold. So click on this threshold. Okay. So when you click on this threshold, okay, by default it will take global threshold. ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ global, local ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟಿವ್ ಥ್ರೆಶೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಈಗ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಯಿತು, ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಥ್ರೆಶೋಲ್ಡ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಓನ್ಲಿ ಬೋನ್ಸ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮಸಲ್ಸ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಅಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ತರ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾರು ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ, ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ knee. That is why there is no cracks or any fractures. Okay, so this is the when you click on apply, so this will be applied also. So see here, now still you can see much more brighter. Okay, so this is what segmentation through the global thresholding using a segmentation tool. Okay, you can convert this into code also. Okay, that is also you can. The option is there in the MATLAB. Okay, if you explore the MATLAB, you can learn a lot of things. So this is what I wanted to show all of you. So now this is about the segmentation through the thresholding is over. So about Hoare transformation, half transformation, it is used to detect the straight lines. So now I will continue my discussion with half transformation. Okay, dear students. So now I'm going to share a PDF which contains information about half transformation. Can you see the PDF, dear students? PDF can't stay here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so edge detection using half transformation. So edge detection. So of course, in the field of image processing, okay, IPT and IPT and the image processing transformation. In the field of this image processing, the extraction of features, in particularly geometric features, is very common problem. It's very important also. Okay, that's what also we can call them as features and and this among them. So it requires thorough global examination and local examination. Examination of the image is very essential in order to extract the geometric features. Among them, the basic one is the edge detection. Edge detection is a mechanism in Hoare transformation. It is used to find out the boundaries. Okay, what we can say border regions, boundaries or edges. This can be detected by using this mechanism, and it is also one of the very important attribute, or can say feature of the connectivity. So in order to do this, we have to convert the images into binary image, that is binary edge image that provides the necessary segmentation of the original image. Means first we have to convert the image into grayscale, then after grayscale into binary. Okay, so that we can highlight the edges, that is binary edge. Okay, next, edge detection algorithm operate on premises that each pixel in a gray level or digital image as first derivative. Derivative means we have to differentiate the pixels. Whatever the pixels with respect to the gray levels, we have to make some differentiation. Okay, so that is a differentiation and a small increment, small change in the spatial coordinates with regard to the change in the intensity, means gray level. If a significant change occurs, the pixel in the image, then black pixel is placed in the binary image. ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, if there is a more changes after the intensity level ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it will be converted into black pixel. Black pixel ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, it will be segmented ಅಂತ. On the another hand, if there is very slight change, if there is no more change, so this will be taken as a background, okay, and it will be removed. So that is the first derivative, and the second derivative can be achieved by using the threshold, that is the threshold value t ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. So to find the accuracy, because second derivatives are very sensitive. So ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದನ್ನ in my previous class ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ಕೂಡ, okay, while explaining some of the concepts related to segmentation. So in the previous class I have explained about the first order derivative and second order derivative. And second order derivatives, they are very sensitive to small changes in the intensity levels. And to find the accuracy locations of the edge, second derivative is always used with respect to the threshold value. Okay, so edge detection using function. Edge detection this can be applied in IPT and the image processing transformation. Edge can be detected by using the function edge. So this is the edge, G and T are the output. Okay, G and T are the output. So F is the input image, and method is nothing but which type of like Sobel operator or a Canny operator or Privet operator, then suitable parameters can be also given. Okay, so this is the thing here. So if you consider this edge detector, already I have told there are 3 standards. So there may be 3 or 4, I think. Yes. Sobel, Canny, zero crossing, privet. These are the different type of edge detectors. And what is the duty of Sobel? ಯಾಕೆ Sobel ಯಾಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it will find the edges using approximation derivatives. ಒಂದು approximation derivatives ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Second one is Canny ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? It finds the edges by looking for local maxima of the gradient. Local maxima means highest value with respect to the local region. That is with respect to the given image f of x comma y. So that can be considered as a gradient edges, and it is going to use the once again the threshold of the local regions in order to identify the edges present in the local region only. Next, we shall go for the zero crossing. That is another way of the filter, or what we can say mask, which is used for detection of edges. Next, it finds the edges by looking for zero crossing after filter. If there is any 0 pixels, number of 0 pixels ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಇದು edge ಅಂತ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು zero crossing. So now we'll take an example, because if you take example, then we can easily understand. So P is equal to 100. 100 and the threshold value. Threshold value has been considered as 100. And we are going to take a matrix. F is equals to zeros, 128 by 128. Andre zeros anta one matrix create agutte. Okay. So all the values in the matrix are 0. The dimension of the matrix is 128 by 128, means 128 number of rows and 128 number of columns are present in this F matrix. Next, F 32 to 96. Nodi, idra index idu 32 to 96 row. This is the row. This is the column. Row 32 in the row 96 worku. Andre idu 32. 32 in the 96 worku. Similarly, idu with respect to first one and second column. Nodi, once again 32 to 96. Is equals to 255. So 255 and the white alva. So these regions become whiter, and G of T1 is equal to edge F of Sobel. Now we are going to use a Sobel operator as a mask, okay, in order to identify the edges. And they are in particular the parameters are vertical, because these are the 2 vertical lines what I am using. So let us copy this, and we'll copy this code into the MATLAB window. We shall see how it will be executed. Dear students, can you see the MATLAB window?
Yes, sir.
So I just copied this. So I will paste this code here. So paste this. So you can see this 2 edges. Okay, 2 edges will be highlighted. Okay, and threshold value is 31.937 on the highest value of particular region only. That is called threshold data. Similarly, it can do this. Innondu sigma antandru threshold adon variable aste. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ sigma is equals to 1 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So this is a Canny instead of Sobel. Now here Canny operators have been used. So once again I am going to MATLAB window. So I will execute this code. Let us check what will happen. Using Canny operators, you can identify a square, I think. Yes, you can get a square because both vertical and horizontal lines can be detected by using Canny operators. Whereas Sobel only detects vertical lines. Okay. Of transformation, this is the the basic definition, theory concept of Hall transformation. So HT is nothing but the short form of Hall transformation. This can be used to find out the lines, okay? So that is L anta karitane with respect to the given distance and angle theta anta tagantadane. So the theory part you can go through, I will share all this material. So line detection using Hall transformation in MATLAB. So how to detect the straight lines using Hall transformation in MATLAB. So we construct an image containing isolated foreground pixels in several locations. For example, ಈ ಮತ್ತಿನೊಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. F is equals to zeros 100, 101, 101 means 101 rows, 101 columns, and among them f of 1 comma 1 is 1 and f of 101 comma 1 is 1 means we are making some coordinates as 1. So let us see how a straight line can be detected. Then after this, once the 1 has been placed on these spatial coordinates, apply Hall function. This is the Hall function of input image f and find out the Hall transformed image. So I will just copy this code. Let us find out how it will work. I am going to MATLAB window again. So I am copying and pasting it. So I am creating a zero matrix of 101 rows, 101 columns. Among them, for few coordinates, I am making the value of 1. Okay. So now I am going back and I am copying this Hall transformed means Hall transformation in order to detect the lines using Hall transformation, and h is equals to half. So this is a half function, built-in function in MATLAB, and f is the input image, and I am going to use this h image as output image. So this will be displayed here. So let us copy this and check how lines can be detected by using Hall transformation. I am copying and pasting this here. Right. Okay. So half h is equal to half of f into of h. So see, this is the output of see various points have been detected. So many intersections have been detected over here. Okay. So among them, only one is a straight line. So this is a straight line. Okay. And what it will go, it is always going to find out the intersection. So this is the first intersection. This is the second intersection. And even though there is an intersection here, there is no straight line here. So that is why it will not detect. So this is the Hall transformed image. So I'm going to solve a problem on this. So when I'm going to solve a problem on this, you come to know how these lines have been drawn. It's a matter of the problem ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ. So ಆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So this is the output. Already we have time. So Hope picks means the highest values. Okay, Hope picks in use it to identify the highest value in the Hall transformation. The global thresholding, already I have explained this global thresholding just now. Okay, you can apply this code in order to find out the segmented image using global thresholding. So just copy this code. In the MATLAB, paste this. So this gray thresh just I have used it. So gray thresh ನಾನು use ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. So that is the same thing. So here, so some of the exercises have been given here. Identify the lines or edges in this image. ಈ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಡ್ಜಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಇಮೇಜ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So this is the result of that is first one is Sobel and another one is a Canny. So in Sobel you can identify more and more clear, less noise is available, but in Canny You can notice a lot of noise is available. You can check this. I have written the code in MATLAB. So you can, so here, so this is the building anta ondu image na nanu load ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. So BW1 is a first variable with Sobel operator. BW2 is a second variable with Canny operator. Then imshow pair of images will be displayed as a montage. So first one is Sobel, another one is Canny. So let us execute this. So this is the input image and this is the output image. First one is a Sobel and of course the second one is a Canny filters. So this is the output. Already you have time. So and this is another. So this is the image we have the text image. The text image now once again in the background it is going to make a blurrish look. It is giving a blurrish look for the foreground. In the foreground anta bandibiಟ್ಟು text barutte, background alli nimage gray color background ide. So we have to remove this background so that we can highlight only the text, and this can be used in optical character recognition. Okay, OCR alli idana now just use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ because we have to segment each and every characters and we have to perform the OCR. Like ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ PO NE and ponents are broken ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ PO NE NTS, we have to identify this as P, we have to identify this as O N. So for this purpose we have to identify the individual connected components. So before that we have to perform the pre-processing. In order to perform the pre-processing we have to remove the background, and this background removal can be achieved by using thresholding in order to perform the, see this is the output, see this is the input and this is the output. In this output we can notice all the background has been removed, and this can be easily used for enhancement. This is the enhanced image, and for further processing like OCR, optical character recognition, and segmentation, this particular technique can be used. Let us execute this. How this will work? We shall go to once again MATLAB. So here I have given 8 now. Instead of that, you give the image text.jpg. So using global thresholding, gray thresh function. So you can notice here the gray thresh function. We can remove the background. Okay. So ella chikku projects ivella. So this is the threshold value. Okay, you can see the background has been successfully removed over here. Okay, so a blurrish background enagtade illi hogbidide. So you can see these individual connected components. Now I can extract and I can apply the OCR algorithm in order to find out the text. Okay, so this is a very good application for blind people. Okay, blind people, they cannot see. So if a camera has been placed on the blind person, okay, if he is using that camera, the camera can sense these things and they can convert these letters into a sound image or sound clip, and the sound can be heard by the using the earpiece, so that he can read. Even though he is a blind, using the camera he can read the things in front of him. Okay, so this is one of the application in blind persons using optical character recognitions. So this is the pre-processing technique. Okay, so this is what my intention today. So today I have made some discussions on Hall transformation. Hall transformation is a technique which converts, which is used to find out the line segments, or it is also used to perform edge linking, and how to perform the Hall transformation, how this can be used in the problems, that I am going to discuss in my next class. Okay. So with all this, I think I'm going to stop here. So in my next class, I'm going to engage a problem on Hall transformation. I request all my dear students to give your attendance in the chat box. If you have any queries, dear students, you can ask. If you want to ask anything, start writing the assignment also. So for module 3, maybe 1 or 2 days, I am going to share the questions. I am preparing the questions for module 3. So that will be shared very soon. So So you practice the rest of the things and start writing the assignment of the rest of the modules. In my next class, after finishing this problem on power transformation, module 4 will be finished. Okay. So the next thing after module 4, only module 5 will be remaining. So that will be the end of our syllabus. So I'm going to take my class on Monday is holiday, so I'm going to take my class on Wednesday. Okay. Okay, dear students, thank you so much for joining my image processing class. Have a nice day. Have a happy festival seasons. Okay. Take care of yourselves.